As a small business, we need to partner with lots of different organisations and different people to be able to deliver the services that we deliver to our clients. And this is partly because we need access to greater scale of a well-established brand, but also to gain access to tools and capabilities and services that we might not necessarily have access to on our own. For us, this means partner with Microsoft. Now, we did that for a couple of reasons. One, they're a massive leader in the industry around technology. Everyone knows of Microsoft and it probably interacts with their tools almost on a daily basis. A lot of people have Windows, they might have Microsoft Office, and a variety of different things. The other reason is that my history is built around, probably about 30 years working with Microsoft's tools and capabilities and their systems. So it's very familiar to me. And most of this time I've been working inside of large enterprises, national and global corporations, and large government agencies. All right? So I've got this immense amount of experience at the super large scale. However, I've seen a transition for Microsoft over the last few years, and the last decade. Actually, most tech companies have transitioned this way. We're all gone to cloud services, and that brings with it a couple of advantages. The number one advantage is that a lot of the tools and capabilities that used to cost you hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars to implement, plus teams and teams of people to go and support and manage and service and patch and do all that sort of stuff, used to be just inaccessible to small business. Now, for a few dollars a month, you get access to a whole range of capabilities. And if you don't like it, you just turn it off. You just use based on as you grow. So all of this technology is very, very accessible. The other thing we like about Microsoft is their vision and where they're going. They're really focused on delivering the tools and capabilities for us and for you to be able to go and create and deliver the things that you want, to help you reach your dreams, your goals, your ambitions. They're really democratizing the capability of delivering these capabilities via digital streams. They're democratizing the ability to create and deliver new technologies, right? New innovative ways of engaging with people. And this particular phrase was something that I heard over and over again through Microsoft's Inspire event. Now, this is an event that they run for partners like us, to learn more about what they're doing, what their future looks like, and how they're supporting us to help you achieve your dreams. The other thing we realized from watching a lot of this is that the model that we've created, ironically, it matches a lot of what Microsoft is doing. We talk about people, process, and systems as being the key to every good business out there. And understanding the influence technology has on that helps us deliver better services, better products, better capabilities. And the interesting thing about our particular model is that we've created the link between the outcomes or the things that are delivered with people, processes, and systems. When we look at people, people is about creating experiences. So when we ask the question, how can we create better experiences for people using technology? When we look at process is about sharing knowledge. Now, Microsoft went in and talked about that in terms of skilling, right? How do we skill or empower people to be able to create this cool stuff? You've got to learn how to use it to start with, and you want to make that as accessible as possible. But the purpose of process, the RIA really, is to help share knowledge. That's what we've identified. And people will say, oh, no, it's about quality, etc. Yeah, they're the outcomes. But you work out how to do something. You write it down and you hand it to others so they can deliver the same thing. That's sharing your knowledge. Right? So how can we use technology to share more knowledge? Make it easier. I don't want to hand you a phone book sized manual. I want to hand you an A4 piece of paper. Sorry, Australia and in America, you've got letter size. But that's the point. We want to hand something that is easy to use. We want to automate where we can. And then finally, we look down towards systems. And this is really what Microsoft is doing and allowing businesses to do. Deliver stuff at scale, right? With the right systems, you can scale your business beyond where it is today. And this is what we try to do. This is what we help our customers do. So everything that we talk about in terms of what we do for our customers and how we help them grow is exactly what Microsoft's doing. So that's why we leverage their tooling. That's why we leverage their insights. That's why we leverage their capabilities. Now, there's a whole bunch of other things in there that I've got to be honest. When I look at our clients and what they're doing, they're not even close to taking advantage of some of those things that they talked about in Inspire. And the reason is that they haven't got the fundamentals. And this is not a insult or a deprecation against the small businesses out there. They're busy building stuff and building out ideas and concepts. We don't have the time or the services or the money to go and spend on building out all this sort of stuff that other organisations are doing. People like Toyota with using HoloLens, etc., to create new learning experiences. I mean, these are $6,000 devices, plus all the development that goes into supporting the creation of these 3D models that interact with the world around us. That's a lot of money, right? But there's other toolings and other systems sitting inside of Azure, sitting inside of Microsoft Office 365, sitting inside of Dynamics. And all of these elements are coming together to help make it easier for you and your team to deliver amazing outcomes for your clients. And just some of the insights and some of the simple things that Microsoft presented to us in terms of their case studies and customer journeys and stories is really inspiring. Probably why they called it Microsoft Inspire. It's about how do we help, using these technologies, how do we help you achieve some amazing things? And if you've been on this journey with me, as I've been explaining and talking about what we do in our business, etc., you know there's one thing that I like talking about, and that's magic. And I do this around that feeling, right? The feeling that when technology works, and it really does work. Remember the first time you managed to send whatever you're watching on your phone to the TV because it was hooked up with, say, Apple's AirPlay or Google's Chromecast capabilities, right? That sense of magic when that happens. Or you ask your voice assistant to do something, tell me a joke or look up a recipe or what's the weather going to be like or how do I get from X to Y, etc. So it's all of these little things that we sort of take for granted. But it's about creating that sense of magic. When this stuff works, when it delivers some really cool outcomes, it does feel like magic. And that's the sense that I got from being part of Microsoft's Inspire event, following along on the stories, learning about where this large organisation, this large behemoth of an organisation that touches us all, is helping us go. And that's the key here. They're about building out capabilities and tools and systems to help you achieve your dreams. I hope you're inspired. Let's go out there and make a little magic, shall we?